Hey yo, friends, it is Sailor Moon Lover here, and we are going to be playing Find the US States. This is a game where you can guess all the 50 states on the map. Now, you might be thinking, what? This is such a weird choice of a game. Well, to that I say, 4th of July, baby. Yeah. So I am of course American. I am very much an American. I grew up here. I spend most of my life here. Definitely consider myself an American. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and this game, I figured would be a good way to celebrate our Independence Day, our 4th of July, the day that what did we do? We declared independence from Great Britain. Yeah, that's what happened. Yes. I remember my Revolutionary War history. I remember it. Yes, we declared independence from Great Britain. And then I think there's something about, I forget exactly what it was, but I think like maybe the day actually, people say like, oh, the 4th of July, it actually should be like the 6th of July or something like that. I forget, or the 2nd of July, because like maybe that was the day where like they actually like did the fancy stuff. I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head, but like, yeah, I remember hearing about how one of the founding fathers was like, oh yes, the 2nd of July or whatever, that's gonna be a day that we all celebrate from years on. And it's like, well, might have been off by a few days, but we do have pretty big 4th of July celebrations. So he got that part right. So we are going to be finding the U.S. states. There's only 50 of them, but oh shit, there's a timer. Ooh boy. Okay, so I won't have as much time to chat as I hoped, but that's okay. We can continue chatting even after the game is over, and we can try again because I'm sure I won't get all of them right. Okay. Yes, I did not realize there was a time limit, but that's okay. We can play a quiz. Okay, so Georgia is a southern state. Oh, actually, I think I know where it must be. It has to be here. Okay, you know how I know that? You know how I can pause. Wait, oh fuck. Quiz pause. No, I didn't. I wanted to show you guys the map. No, okay. Georgia. No, you know how I know that. Fine. Okay, I'll let it be paused. Fine. Because Georgia, because Florida at one point was a Spanish colony. It was actually a Spanish ruled colony, and they were actually rivals to the British colonies. You know, because the Spain and Britain were fighting, so they're rivals. But Georgia, because then two of the British colonies were the Carolinas. I don't know if they were split at that point, but they were the Carolinas. So those were like big British colonies, especially since they had such heavily they were making all their money off of rice farming and rice plantations. So you know they were a really successful colony. And then you know the Great Britain, they were really worried. They were like, oh no, we don't want the Spanish to be interfering with our rice plantation. So they made Georgia as sort of like a buffer state between Florida and the Carolinas. So that's how I knew that Georgia was there, because like I was like, oh wait, I just need to find the Carolinas, and oh look, there's this like little place right between the Carolinas and and Florida. So that it would be perfect. That it has to be Georgia. That's how I knew that. Oregon. Ooh, okay. There's another one I can talk about because I played the Oregon Trail games. Oh no, it's that one. Okay. This I don't think this is game night file. It's gonna be playing. Hold on. Maybe I wonder if I can try. Hold on. No, resume. Let's do this. Let's go a bit away. I know I'm being a bit too picky with my state finding game, but I'm just like, I don't know if it's I don't know. I thought there was a better one. Maybe. Oh yes. Okay. I found the one that I want. Maybe. How about No, not no. How about okay. Okay, look at this one. Look at this one. This one has no time limit, and I don't think it immediately gets you. I don't think it immediately corrects you. I think you have to fail a couple of times for it to correct you. So now we have to go to South Dakota. South Dakota, I believe, is right here. Ohio, damn. Okay, I didn't expect it to be voice. Okay, yeah, South Dakota. I actually, when I was a kid, I actually went to. I think it was South Dakota. Yeah, I went to the Dakotas. I believe it was South Dakota. I think that's where I went. That's where Mount Rushmore is, right? Yeah, I was quite young when this happened. I was quite young. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up where is. Whoa. No. Oh shit. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted to happen, but okay. Rushmore. Where is Mount Rushmore? Okay, if I look up just Rushmore, I get movie. Okay, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Okay. Not my Rushmore. Yeah, my Rushmore. I own Mount Rushmore. Okay, yeah. So how about, okay, it's a colossal structure. Okay, but where is it? Yeah, it's in South Dakota. That's what I thought. So yes, that is exactly where I went. It was South Dakota, saw Mount Rushmore. Haven't seen Mount Rushmore since. I was quite young when this happened. Like when I say I was a kid, I mean like I was a little kid, like a little tiny kid. Oh, they have the same maps up here. See, this is a much superior game already. Okay. Yes, I was quite young. Yeah. So I don't really remember much else from that. I just remember like I saw Mount Rushmore. I saw some clips that I remember thinking were the I don't know if I thought this when I was a kid. Maybe this was a misconception that came up when I got older. But I remember thinking later on, like, oh, I saw the Grand Canyon. No. Grand Canyon is down here. It is not in the Dakota. So I don't know what I saw. But I remember being on the edge of like a really big cliff. It was crazy. Maybe they just have other mountains up there. I don't know. So Ohio, nice flag up here. It's like a little, it's not a rectangle shape. It's a little, I don't know what shape it is. It's very angular shaped flag. Okay, Ohio, I believe, is like a middle state. Not a middle state, a middle state. So it's like around here. No, Kansas. Oh, Iowa. Colorado. Oh, it's Idaho. Okay. Okay. I thought it was like in here, like the the plains area. No, it's all the way over here. Oh, that's not that. Like that's like a. I really thought it was like a middle state or like a western state. Okay. 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 New York. I've been to New York City multiple times. I don't know where New York State is. Wait, I do know. It has to be like around. Oh, I was gonna guess here like second, but okay. Yeah, I knew it had to be there because it was near New Jersey, and I recognize New Jersey. New Jersey is very recognizable. New York is really close to Ohio. I had no idea. I thought it had to be like far away. Minnesota, that's in Great Lakes territory, right? No, it's Michigan. Wisconsin. Okay, yeah, that's Minnesota. Okay, yes. I knew that because like it's by the Great Lakes, and okay, yeah, it borders the Canada. I know that because people are like, Minnesota is basically the Canadian state. Wait, what is it? What do we do? Rhode Island. Oh, that's a miniature one. Rhode Island is the miniature state. Rhode Island is a little baby state. I think it's the smallest state. So here. Oh. Okay. I thought it was gonna be like this little thing, but I was like, no, that's a whole state. Because I was like, Rhode Island, it has to be an island. Apparently not. Okay, so I mean, this is the tiniest one here, but like, this is not an island. What the hell? Okay. Vermont should be right around here. Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. Oh, that's Vermont. Illinois. Where is Illinois? Illinois, that has to be a Western one, right? Oh. Oh, that was just a lucky guess. Okay, that was literally just like I did not know Illinois was there. I was just like guessing because I was like, it has to be like somewhere in the middle, right? It has to be somewhere in the middle. Kansas, that's the state of Dorothy. Yes, that's Dorothy state. Nebraska, Iowa. Oh. Okay, Kansas. Yeah, it's Kansas is like literally right there in the middle. Yeah, that's where I thought Ohio was gonna be. It's like I thought Ohio was gonna be like a nice like middle state. No, that's Kansas. Kansas is the nice middle state. Nice, there's like plains and twisters and all that fun stuff. So Arizona. Oh, again, that was like literally just like a lucky guess. I did not know Arizona was there. I knew it had to be a southwestern. I knew it was like a southwest state. I didn't know where in the southwest it was. I just knew it was a southwest state. Connecticut, that's like around here, right? Massachusetts. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, Connecticut, yeah. Because I knew that was like a northeastern state. See, okay. You guys think I'm stupid, but look at me. Look at me. I've gotten 48% on my, okay, that's 48% out of 10. Maybe that's not the best, but I am not doing a bad job, okay? I've seen people do much worse jobs. So Alabama, that's okay, I've gotten some lucky ass guesses here, okay? Because I just knew like it's a southern state, it's deep south. It has to be like one of these guys. Nah, Alabama. Okay, I know Alabama. Okay, Louisiana. Okay, I've never been to Louisiana. I want to go to Louisiana. That's Georgia. That's Mississippi. Wait, okay, I forgot where Georgia was after I boast about knowing where Georgia is. Okay, I'm not thinking about Georgia. I'm thinking about Louisiana. Arkansas. Oh, okay, that's Louisiana. So Louisiana, I remember it's Louisiana. That's where New Orleans is, right? Yeah, that's where New Orleans is. I thought Louisiana was like a southeastern state. Apparently it's like right by Texas. I didn't know that. Yeah, so yeah, that's where New Orleans is. I've never been to New Orleans. I've always been interested in going. To their Mardi Gras. I've never gone to Mardi Gras. My college at one point, they actually had like sort of a Mardi Gras celebration, but it was kind of like a sad Mardi Gras celebration because it was basically like on like Mardi Gras Day, or at least like near Mardi Gras Day, the dining halls, they just like serve sort of Mardi Gras themed food, and they gave us like a necklace of beads, but it was very sad. There was no party or anything, and I don't think the food was that great. And granted, I don't know why I want to go to New Orleans, because I don't like seafood. I don't really like seafood, but I'm pretty sure they have gator, and I've had gator before, and it's not bad. And I'm pretty sure they have some other foods that are not seafood, so can't be that bad. Let me look it up. I'm sure I can find Mardi Gras, because I remember one of the things that they had at my college night Mardi Gras was I'm pretty sure one of it was literally just some sort of crawfish. I'm like, oh, I'm not a big fan of crawfish. So maybe I would hate Mardi Gras. It might be too loud, but I've always been curious. See, I'm just showing these pictures of like naked people being painted up. Okay, that's not quite what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more for like the mask and stuff. Mardi Gras food. 43 Mardi Gras party foods that make you feel like you're in the French Quarter. Yeah, more crawfish. I don't really like crawfish. Oh yeah, they have these like beignets, these little donut things. And then they have gumbo. They have not shrimp. Ooh, cheesecake. I don't want bananas on it though. Catfish. Okay, they really like their seafood. Ooh, a cake. Yeah, so you see they have a cake. They have multiple cakes. They have what the hell is this? This looks like some sort of cake sandwich. What the fuck? Okay, Oh, a shrimp. I don't really like shrimp. Oh, hush puppies, hush puppies. Okay, I'll if I ever go to Mardi Gras, I'm gonna be like the saddest Mardi Gras attendee because I'm gonna hate all this food. Maybe I should not go. Maybe I should just try like the food that I actually like, and I should just like make it at home and then just be like, yeah, it's Mardi Gras. Fried okra. Bread pudding. Bread pudding. I've never had bread pudding. I just realized I've never had bread pudding. There's one time I was ordering from a restaurant and they had bread pudding, but like it had ice cream on it, and like, I didn't want to get ice cream delivered because I was really worried about that it was gonna melt. So I didn't get that. But I've been meaning to try bread pudding. I think I'm mainly just gonna like the desserts. Yeah, okay. I just want the desserts, man. Okay. Yeah, because all this is like seafood. Ooh, salmon. Oh boy. Oh, they really like shrimp. I'm not a shrimp fan. Okay, that's all our foods. And we finished off on some sort of mac and cheese. Finished off on some sort of mac and cheese. So perhaps I will not be the greatest Mardi Gras attendee because I don't actually like seafood. Maybe I should not go to Louisiana. Maybe I should stick to I don't know, my home and just make the Mardi Gras food I like, and then I don't know, just watch it on TV or something. But I don't know, it seems very exciting. It seems very exciting, and they have a different like culture there. They have like the voodoo and hoodoo stuff there. That's very interesting to me because like that's a very like, that's very different from what I'm used to. So I would be interested in like learning about that. Kentucky, they have fried chicken. They got the fried chicken. I don't know if they actually have fried chicken in Kentucky, but the KFC, that's a Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't actually know if Kentucky itself is known for its fried chicken or if it's just that restaurant. That's Mississippi. That's Arkansas. That's Kentucky. I thought it was like a more southern state. Okay, apparently I'm dumb. It's not that southern of a state. Oh, New Jersey. I know exactly where New Jersey is. New Mexico. That has to be right by regular Mexico, so it should be right around here because I know this is Texas, this is California. I think this turned out to be Arizona, so it has to be this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Unfortunately for me, my leg has fallen asleep again. My leg has fallen asleep, and then I am still trying to guess. Ooh, I still have a bunch more states to go. Oh, boy. Pennsylvania. That's where a lot of stuff about the American Revolution happened. I don't remember what exactly. I think that the bell is there. Maybe that's where they gathered. I forget exactly. I should probably refresh on my American history considering I'm an American. I should probably refresh. Pennsylvania. I think it's one of the smaller states though, right? So I don't think it's this. Oh, I do wonder what's the state is because I don't know. Massachusetts? It could be. Oh, it is that. Oh, I thought it had to be one of these guys, but I was like, no, that's Massachusetts. What is this? Oh, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is over here. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, Virginia. I know exactly where Virginia is. Virginia is right there. I knew exactly where Virginia is. Oh, California. Okay, you're giving me the easy ones. Okay, Massachusetts. I think we just clicked on Massachusetts. That's New Hampshire. That's Maine. And that's Massachusetts. But see, we're getting the easier ones. Maryland. That's another East Coast state. It's probably right around here, right? Oh, okay, yes. I just had a feeling because I was like, it can't be any of these, so it has to be around here. Maine. I think we just saw Maine. I would not have guessed Maine if it weren't for the fact that they kind of showed me right before. Yes, Maine is all the way up north. It is a northern state. It is almost the most northern state. I think it cannot be the most northern state though because Alaska is like really up north, really up north. But it's otherwise as part of the mainland, it is the most northern state. It's part of the mainland. I've never been to Maine either. I know I think they all have seafood. Because I'm pretty sure Maine is like known for its lobster. I already want lobster. There's a lot of states I might be interested in going. And there are a lot of places I might be interested in going, but I'm just like, they eat so much seafood. Because I'd be really interested in going to Alaska. I know Oklahoma is not Alaska. I'm not gonna guess Oklahoma for Alaska, but I'm really interested in going to Alaska. I'm sure they have like other stuff, like stuff other than seafood. But still, like I know they eat like a whole bunch of seafood, including salmon. Because I know like they have they love their salmon up there. Nah. Oklahoma, that's like a western state, right? It's Colorado, it's Wyoming. Oh, it's right here. I didn't know Oklahoma was that south. Okay. North Dakota has to be right around here. Because this was South Dakota, so this has to be North Dakota. Wyoming. Oh, it's a Buffalo, Wyoming. Oh, I guessed that perfectly. I had no idea. I was just like, I don't know. Wisconsin. Is Wisconsin an east state or a west state? Is Wisconsin east or west? 1848. Okay, 1848. Actually, this might be cheating, but the flag indicates. I'm guessing this is when it was founded, and if that's when it's founding. I know it's not like one of the original 13. I know it's not one of the 13. 1848. So that was probably a more western state. That's Idaho. Okay, so that's a bit more east than I was expecting. But okay, I knew it had to be. It was definitely not one of these, because first of all, I know my 13 colonies. I know Wisconsin ain't one of them. And second of all, 1848, that indicates it was like settled a bit later. Okay, Delaware. That's a 14 colony, right? So it's probably around. Okay, yes. And West Virginia. That is what I consider to be the most weirdly shaped state. Look at this. Look at all the other states. And then look at West Virginia. Something that's very interesting is actually, the easternmost states, they have like more like natural forms. And meanwhile, the most western states, they're much more blocky and they're much more, I guess, like artificial. And that's because they were planned out much more than like these states. These states were like basically more naturally settled, while these states, the government was like, okay, we're gonna split it up, and like instead of like the borders is kind of coming like sort of naturally, so you're gonna split it up. So that's why they look all blocky, and we even have these like four corners. Yeah, it's literally like just like four squares, like the corners of four squares that touching each other. I'm just drinking some water. So West Virginia. Is right around here. Hey, it's right around here. Nebraska. I think that's a bit more northern, right? That's Oregon. That's Washington. That's Montana. Oh, it's okay. It's actually right in the middle. Okay, I thought I was like up here. No, it's actually more of a middle state. Texas. Okay, everyone knows Texas. There's something in my chest. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Texas. Everyone knows Texas. I've never been to Texas before. That's another state that I'd be interested in going to. And thankfully, I don't think they're as reliant on seafood as so many other states I'd be interested in going to. Texas. Yeah, Texas, I think they got the barbecue, they got rodeo, they got all sorts of fun stuff, and everything's big there. That's what I know about Texas. I don't really know that much. Maybe I should look up Texas foods. What do they have? What foods do they have in Texas? I'm sure if any of you guys in the audience are Texans, and like you guys can tell me, because I'm just like, I don't fucking know. Texas foods that the Lone Star State is famous for. Chicken fried steak. What the heck is chicken fried steak? It's adapted from Wiener Schnitzel. Pecan pie, brisket, chili con queso. Yeah, I imagine they have like Tex-Mex stuff because it's right by Mexico, and that's what I don't know what is it. Okay. Sorry, it's like put something in my chest, but I think it went away, so that's fine. Probably just allergies. But yeah, if you're not American, you might not be familiar with Tex-Mex food. That's sort of like a fusion between like Texas food and Mexican food because Texas used to be part of Mexico, In fact, a lot of like these like western states, these like southwestern states, they actually used to be part of Mexico. Like I think like around like here, like these are all like the former Mexico states. But then like there's the Mexican American War, and Mexico gave a whole bunch of this stuff up so that they could get so we could get this land. But actually Texas actually succeeded Mexico before the Mexican American War. They actually left. They had like and they were part of Mexico, but it was like a lot of the settlers there were like Americans. A lot of them were there was a lot of like people coming from the United States that were settling in Texas, which was originally part of Mexico. But then like they had like a big war, and then like Texas actually became an independent country. And I think it was an independent country for about like I don't know, like 2 years or something before America annexed it. And Texas was very happy to be annexed. They were like, yeah, we want to be annexed. And then the U.S. was like, yeah, we'll be happy to annex you. And then then Texas was part of the United States. So I think that also like partially led to the Mexican American War, because Mexico was very mad because they still claim Texas. They did not recognize Texas as an independent country. And then, the United States goes and like grabs them. And then Mexico is like, what the hell are you guys doing? And they're very, very mad. They were furious. And I think that's part of what led to the Mexican American War. I think also, if I remember correctly, the United States also kind of encouraged it, because like they basically sent soldiers down to Mexico to basically make them mad. So then eventually they would have a fight, and then they'd be like, okay, yes, Mexicans attacked us. Let's have a big war so we can get this land. And America really wanted all this land. So America did also incite the war for itself. So what are these Holaches? Oh, it's Czech food. Yes, they have Tex-Mex food. Have margaritas. I don't drink alcohol. Oh, they can get a burger there. It's the largest beef producing state in the country. So Texans take their burgers very seriously. We have a Texas fast food chain. Texas sheet cake. Texas barbecue. Tamales. Okay, again, more Mexican food. Salsa. Okay, I love how like Tex-Mex was like a category of its own, but then like, a lot of these are like also just like more Tex-Mex food. It's like, okay. I think like maybe they needed to fill this out a bit, and they were just like, so they decided to cheat. Even though, wait, this is only 20 options. Okay, you guys probably could have found more than that. You guys probably didn't need to fill it out so much. Okay, because like you're just like feeling like salsa here. It's like, really? Okay, but Texas is right here. Texas is right here. New Hampshire, it has to be right around here. New Hampshire, actually, when I was a kid, I actually did a project on New Hampshire, because we are all supposed to do projects on like the states. So we're all supposed to find a state and do a project on it. And I did a project on New Hampshire, and the only thing I remember is that they had they used to have this like sort of like face. It was called like the man on the mountain, and there's like basically this mountain that like looked like it had like a big face on it. But then like the mountain fell over or something. Like the face fell over, and now there's no more man on the mountain. So now New Hampshire has like nothing that's known for. Okay, that might be a bit mean. I don't know if that's what. Maybe they have more stuff they're known for, but I don't really remember. I don't remember. Indiana. I have no idea where Indiana is. I have no clue. Indiana should be right around here. It's Iowa. It's Missouri. See, I would not have guessed that. I would not have guessed that. Georgia. Okay, so it's right around here. Okay, we guessed Georgia before. Utah. I think that's one of the four corners. Okay, yes, Nevada. Is that another four corner, or is it? Okay, yes, it's right by California. Then Colorado. That's another four corner state. Okay, you're hitting me with the easy ones. And North Carolina, that should be right around here, because it's right below Virginia, and I believe this must be South Carolina, but we're not guessing South Carolina. Oh wait, this is Michigan. Because but earlier I guessed that this was Missouri or something like that. Not Missouri. I guess it was another state. But then I realized like, oh no, it's Michigan. So that Michigan, that's the state that's sort of like split up in two. I think that might be the only state that's like really like split up like this. And because it's split by the Great Lakes, which if you're an American, these are like these massive lakes. You can see here, they're basically more like mini oceans. So yeah, these are massive lakes. You can basically like you can put like a ship in them. You can put a ship in them, and like ships have like capsized in them, and like everyone died. So like that's how like dangerous the Great Lakes are, and that's how like big they are. They're not like little mini lakes. No. These are Great Lakes. They're Great Lakes. So I've never been there though. I've never been to the Great Lakes, so I don't know what they're like. I've just read stuff about them. Oh, Tennessee. That Tennessee is like right around here. I recognize Tennessee. I don't think I've ever been to Tennessee, but like I recognize it immediately. It's right by North Carolina, and it has this nice like, little like narrow shape right here. Montana. I've never been to Montana. That's where Hannah Montana comes from. Oh, I guess that's right. Okay, Arkansas. That is a southern state. That's Mississippi. Okay, Missouri. Where the fuck is Missouri? Wait, is it right here? It's Mississippi. Okay, yes. Yeah, Mississippi. I'm assuming this is where the Mississippi River comes from. So that's not what we're talking about right now. But yeah, I'm assuming this is where the Mississippi River comes from, and people could like travel across the river like back in the day, and then that's how they transport stuff or like, get to places. They would go on the Mississippi River. To Oregon. I used to. If you guys probably have seen me play this, maybe not, but if you guys see me play the Oregon Trail game. The Oregon Trail game, yes. I would always like travel to Oregon. So I always, for whatever reason, I was under the impression that Oregon was like down here, but it can't be. It has to be up here. I know it's like a western state. I know it's a very, very western state, because that's why the Oregon Trail was so notable, is because it goes so far west. So, and then they're starting from I believe Missouri. I believe they were starting from Missouri, and they would travel like all the way up to here. So it has to be around here. It's Idaho. Okay, yes, that's Oregon. That is Oregon. Yeah. So I don't know why they wanted to settle in Oregon specifically. I guess maybe they just want to go out west. They just wanted to go out west, and Oregon was maybe just a great place. I did not realize that Oregon was like so close to California. It is right above California, because I remember in the Oregon Trail game you also have the opportunity to go to California. But like I don't know, it always seemed like the harder one, but actually like they're like right by each other. It might actually be easier to go to California than it is to go to Oregon. So I don't know. I guess maybe Oregon has has more of an eastern like border. Well, no, California. Oh, I guess California's eastern border is like kind of down here. So if you want to go down here, like it's really not going to take any less time. But if you go up to here, then it's going to take less time than going to here. So Hawaii, everyone knows Hawaii. Hawaii is right here. Hawaii, yeah, okay, capital Honolulu. I didn't realize they had these rings here. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, and Alaska. Everyone knows Alaska, because they're the ones that are split up. So when I was like a little kid, like little tiny kid, I actually had like a toy that's like basically like a puzzle for the U.S. states. And it was like set up like this. And whenever you see the maps of the United States, they actually they basically have it like this, where like Hawaii and Alaska are sort of like separate. So I knew Hawaii was a state. It was not a state. I knew it was an island. For whatever reason, I also thought Alaska was an island. I didn't know until I was a bit older that Alaska is actually like attached to attached right to Canada. It's right attached to Canada, but yeah, for whatever reason, I thought it was like an island like Alaska, and I also thought like they were like right by like I thought they were like west to the US. And I guess you could technically call them west, but like I thought they were like sort of like located here, not right here, because like, obviously there's Mexico in a way. But I remember in the map it was like sort of like to the southwest. I thought they were like both just like located there. I took the map very literally. I did not realize it was like literally just like basically Alaska was like not an island, and it was not like down there. It was actually up way up here, like right as far as Canada. It's actually the most northern state. So Alaska is right here. Yeah, Alaska is actually, if you guys don't know, Alaska is like this really, really big state, and they have like mountains, and like part of it, like large chunks of it are actually part of the Arctic. They have polar bears. They have they have like all this like ice and glaciers and stuff. And there's like the native people there's like the Tlingit and the Yupik and like some Inupiat people. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right, and that is like my best pronunciation of it. Let me check on something. Let me check. Okay, yes, everything's going great. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So yeah, they have like they eat salmon. I know like some of the native people they'll eat like they'll eat seal and whale and that kind of stuff. I've never been able to try that. Obviously because I am not a native. I am not an Alaska native. I'm curious as to what they taste like. Although I don't know why I'm so curious, because I imagine they can't taste that great because they're probably, because like, the seal and stuff, they probably taste like fish. And you guys know I'm not as big a seafood fan, so I don't know why I'm so curious, but I'm curious nonetheless, because it's like, that's very different from anything that I've ever had. I've never had a sea mammal. I've had an alligator, and alligator actually wasn't that bad. I actually liked alligator. And then at least the ones that I had, it did not have a very fishy taste at all. Washington, that's like a northern state. Iowa, is that right around? That's Idaho. Okay, we're at the point where we're basically just like clicking the stragglers. See, we only have 3 left. So yeah, we're basically just like clicking like sort of stragglers here. Okay, so Mississippi, that's where the Mississippi River is. And yeah, if you read like older American literature from like the 1700s to like early 1800s, like everything's all centered around the Mississippi River. Like there's like so much travel going on from there. And I know, for example, people who talk about going south or unfortunately selling their enslaved people down south. They would refer to it as sending them down the river. Because like the river was like really how like a lot of transportation happened, and it was like a really big symbol for I guess like travel. Where exactly is the Mississippi River? I'm gonna look it up. Mississippi River. Okay, now I've looked up so many foods, and like the first result I get is like Mississippi food. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not interested in Mississippi food. Mississippi River. Okay, yeah. So Mississippi River actually goes. Oh yeah, and Wikipedia actually calls it the Great River Road. So I guess that must have been what people called it. Yeah, so it basically goes like around here. So you can see here, even if like you're from like around here, because like these states are also highlighted in the map that I'm seeing. If you want to like transport like up and down, you could basically go around here and maybe like, oh yes, here's the river. I'm going to transport like my property or myself or something else like up and down here. And actually like a lot of these state borders are actually defined by this river. So like a lot of this stuff, as you can see, like it's actually like this is about where the river goes, and then stops around here. So yeah, the Mississippi River, very important if you know your American history. Very, very important landmark. Idaho, it has to be around here. And Florida is around here. Florida, as I mentioned before, used to be a Spanish colony. Oh, I think this might be our last one. I think it might be our last state. Yeah, Florida used to be a Spanish colony. And I believe the Spain originally claimed like this entire area as La Florida. But eventually the British people started coming, and their main settlements were down here. So the British people were coming, and like, basically they kind of just like restricted them to like this little area right here. They did not like have like massive settlements there. So they had like St. Augustine, and they had settlements. But like basically when Florida was given to the Great Britain, because Florida was given to Britain as part of the as a result of the 7 Years' War. And then basically everyone like just had to leave, and I think they went to Cuba or something like that. So all like the Spanish people there who were there, and like all their like allies basically all left to go to like this island, and then like it was started being settled by British people. And then after the American Revolution, Florida was returned to Spain. And I don't remember exactly what happened to British people there. But I think like some Spanish people came back, and then there was like a lot of debate about what to do, because like obviously like the British people were changed things up. They turned it into like a sort of a plantation economy. And the Spanish people were like, no, that's not what we want. So I think there are like some arguments. But eventually the United States claimed Florida for itself, because Andrew Jackson like invaded, and then they kept on like attacking, and then I think in 1818 they had like this treaty where Spain gave up Florida to the United States, and by the time that Spain gave up Florida, because when they settled there, it was part of the Spanish Empire. But by the time like they gave it up, Spain was a much weaker empire at that point. I think especially because of the Napoleonic Wars, like it was like really weakened. So like Spain basically was just like, okay, we can't really take care of Florida anymore. We can't protect it. So fine, we'll give it up to you guys. So that's how Florida became a U.S. state. And we got 57% time, 35.11. Yeah, that's because I kept on yapping. The game, okay, yes, game mode pin. Is there, I don't know, other game modes? Are there game modes? Let's play again. Wait, what other game modes are there? Let's create challenge. What the hell is create challenge? Game mode, what the heck? Pin or type? Oh. Type the name of the highlight location in text box. What's highlighted? Oh, this might be a harder one. I don't know if I can yap so much, right? If I'm like worrying about typing. Okay, I don't know what challenge is. What the heck is challenge? What the heck is challenge? Okay, that doesn't do shit. Okay, fine. That's okay. Okay, so you know what we're gonna do? Because we guess all the states. We didn't really guess all of them, but we played the whole game. And you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna try and go through it one more time. Let me hold on. Let me check on. What the heck? Okay. Just need to make sure everything is kosher right now, because I believe... What the heck? Okay, everything's good. Okay, I was worried that like I was having some sort of technical problem, but everything is great. Okay, actually, we're gonna restart and we're gonna try to guess the state as quickly as possible this time. Okay, and that's how I think I'm gonna finish the stream off. Okay, restart. Okay, Georgia. It has to be right down here. Wyoming. Okay, Massachusetts. It should be Vermont. Oh, it's right around here. New York is this one. Utah is one of the four corners. Ohio, it's actually, I think it's a bit more eastern. Yeah, it's more eastern than I thought. West Virginia, Maine, it's right up here. No, that was a mistake. I meant to click the northern one. South Carolina, Colorado, Arizona, Nebraska. That's Nevada. What the fuck is Nebraska? Okay, Missouri. That's Michigan. That's it's right here on here. Mississippi. We chatted about the Mississippi River, and I couldn't even guess where Mississippi. Oh, look at how British Maryland's flag is. I didn't think about that. That's still where. Rhode Island. It's not an island at all. It's a little tiny thingy. Indiana. I have no idea. Oh, it's right there. Okay, now lucky ass guess. Kentucky. Right around here. Iowa. Connecticut. It's right. That's a northern state, right? Vermont. Oh shit. I would not even thought about that. Oh, Florida. Delaware has to be right around here, right? Pennsylvania. What the fuck? That did not even register as like a land piece to me. That did not even register. Montana. Hey, Montana. Oh shit. Okay, lucky ass guess. That was an accent. Oregon. Minnesota. Where's Minnesota? Oh wait, no, it's right here. Okay, yes, that's that. Because it's a Great Lakes territory. No, that's... I don't know why I clicked Virginia. I should know where Virginia is. New Jersey. Right here and here. Kansas. We're not in Kansas anymore. Okay, sweet. Texas, very recognizable. New Hampshire. Vermont. Oh, Texas and okay, Vermont and New Hampshire. I know we're trying to do this quickly, but Vermont and New Hampshire, they feel like basically just like flip versions of each other. Don't you think? Like this is the upside down triangle and this is the right side up triangle. What the hell? Oklahoma. Oh, it's right around here. Alabama. It's right. Okay, yes, Wisconsin. No fucking clue where Wisconsin is. Okay, it's right around here. North Dakota, Arkansas. Okay, Illinois. That's right around. Okay, yes, that's Michigan. Michigan is like Great Lakes region. Okay, Vermont is the triangle. Washington is up here, and New Mexico. We got all the four corners. This has to be Louisiana, and then California has to be right here, and Tennessee. It's Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is much bigger than I thought it was. I thought Pennsylvania was one of the smaller states. What the heck is? Telling you, I got the allergies are out of control. I know. It has to be okay. It has to be around here. That's South Dakota and Virginia. Okay. Look, we got even with my yapping, we got them all in 3 minutes. And that was me yapping. Oh, we only got 54%. As you guys can see, I am no geographer. I am no geography nut. I don't know what I'm doing. But look at this. And granted, I think that, me trying to put myself on a time limit, I don't think that really helped. because then I'm just like, oh shit, where is it? And I'm like clicking all over the place. That didn't really help. But I think we have gotten the U.S. states. If you're not American, I hope you have a better idea about where the U.S. states are, because then you can. It gives like a little bit of a better idea. You probably won't remember any of this. I probably won't remember any of this. I only remember some of it because I'm American, so like I do know some of our geography. But if you're not American, this is probably all just gibberish to you. You're probably like, what the fuck is a New Hampshire? What the fuck is a Dakota? But yes, I do have some geographical awareness. I do have some. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed my 4th of July celebration. This is how I celebrate 4th of July. Making a fool of myself in geography. that is a perfect 4th of July celebration. Oh god. But yes, if anyone here is interested in going to the US, which state would you want to go to? If you're not American, this might be gibberish to you. I've heard stories of people, like Europeans, who people like talking to Europeans who are like, oh yes, I'm going to go to New York, and then I'm going to go to California, and I'm going to go to Texas, and then the Americans are like, no, you cannot do that. If you're not American, it might not hit you just how big this place really is. You cannot just drive over from New York to California just casually on a vacation. No. You guys might know I've talked about how I haven't even been to a bunch of these states. There's a reason for that. It's because a lot of it is really, really far away. I have been interested in going sort of cross country. Because the Oregon Trail, again, what reason why the Oregon Trail was so notable? Because they had to take this big journey from Missouri. They had to take this big journey from Missouri to Oregon. That was really tough for them. And granted, it would not be so tough on them nowadays because nowadays we have cars. I think there's some people who go on road trips to Oregon Trail, history fans. They like to do that. But there's a reason why it's called a road trip and not just a road excursion. It's because traveling from east to west or west to east, that is a big undertaking for an American. But there's also, I believe, a train system. There's some sort of train also can take you west to east. And basically taking you back and forth, I believe. Or east to west. I don't remember exactly. That might be something that I could do because that might be easier than driving because I don't really like driving. Yeah, that might be easier and maybe more convenient. I don't know. I forget what the train is called, but yeah, there's some sort of train now that take you sort of cross country. So that might be something I'm interested in doing. But I don't know if the train will stop exactly. I don't know where the train stops. I'm gonna have to investigate that. I say that as if I'm planning on casually going. I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to go. But yeah, so I might want to investigate that if I ever want to go at some point. Because that might be a more convenient way to go, and I believe like it doesn't take that long. But my concern is like I don't know where they're gonna stop or if they're gonna stop, and I would like to stop at some places. I imagine they have to stop at some point. I imagine, but what do I know? What do I know? But yeah, if you guys watched all of this, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. My cat is crying for some reason. She does not like the U.S. states. She is not patriotic. She is an anti-American. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I certainly had fun chatting about all the U.S. states. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves wherever you are, whether you're American or a foreigner. Whether you're a non-American. I hope you guys have a great day. And until next time, I will see you next time. Until then, hope you guys are happy, and I'll see you next time. Adios, friends. Adios.